Hi everyone, this is YuGiOh. Welcome back to another dueling video. I'm talking again because my audio, there's a lot to talk about, but it's something to do with what happened with OBS Studios and why am I talking right now. So I'll explain what's happened and then we'll talk about the duel as well. So it's happened for like a couple of months now, but every time I used Stream Elements, well, I noticed that it wasn't real Stream Elements. I noticed that I turned it off, and then it said my laptop went into a device, ran into a problem, and needs to restart. So I thought, okay, that's weird. So I reopened it, and it looked okay. So I tried other programs, and they were fine. Went back on Stream Elements, didn't really think about it because I was thinking about streaming, recording. Didn't think about anything else, and my laptop just kept doing the same problem. So it was a point where I thought, is it worth keeping Stream Elements and OBS? Should I re-download them? So after a while, I was thinking, well, I don't really have the time right now. Anyways, so I sorted everything else out, but we got to a tournament at Ultimate TCG, and what happened is my OBS crashed and it went to a device run into a problem again and needs to restart. So because it missed one game from round one, and yeah, people might think, well, it's only one game. Yeah, but there might have been a moment that was like, oh, that would have been good, or oh, you misplayed. Well, not you misplayed, because I haven't misplayed, because I'm not the one playing. But, it could have been someone misplayed. And, missing that is kind of annoying. So at that point, I just went, right, well, I'll take all the matches, get them done, and then I'll uninstall and reinstall OBS. This meant that I've had to take off everything from it. But in my progression of trying to rebuild it, I totally forgot to change the settings from MKV to MP4. Now, the reason why I wanted MP4 is because Premiere Pro does not take MKV for some reason. I've tried everything, but every time I import it, it's an error. Every time I put it in, it doesn't read it. It's saying, nope, restricted. It's restricted, like blocking the video because it doesn't allow it. I've tried to change it from MKV to AVI as well as MP4, and that didn't work. Conversion online, you'd have to buy a bigger package, so it was like not really for me. So in order to change it, I've had to use VLC and convert the videos that way. However, the problem there is the fact that now the audio went out of sync. So it could be like, the last thing I want you to do is that someone's summon Druid's or Magnamort. And then the next word, before that it was Magnamort and Druid's Worm. Or afterwards, or Chain Frenzy, summon Phyrecia, where it's like, wait, what? You activate Frenzy and summon Phyrecia, how does that work? So instead of using that audio, I just got rid of it altogether and I'm just doing it this way. I don't like it. I hate it. But it's better than listening to no sound. Because then everyone's like, well, what's the sound? What's the sound? What's the sound? At least you're hearing something. So, yeah. That. So, here's our match. We've got Dinomorphia, played by JC, taking on a guy from Ultimate TCG. Nah, he's one of the owners. One of the owners. Yeah, he's playing Thunder Dragons, which I've lent him. So they're in game 2, and he's losing, as you can see. I don't know if there was any misplays. I didn't actually see anything. But yeah, there's also a speed up as well. I totally forgot to actually check. So yeah, the video's kind of gone faster, which I must admit I did not actually see that. That's a bit weird. I wonder if I can cut that. Okay, so that's the best I could do it. It does feel a bit slower, but you know, it's better than having it like them going on speed or something. So yeah, it's the best I could do. It really is. So, like I said, Dinomorphia and Thunder Dragons. So, with Colossus coming back, it's kind of scary, but also it's kind of like I'm okay with it, but that's only because I like it. Protoss coming back scares me though, considering it's Protoss. But the thing about Thunder Dragons is, you know, it works well now with Bystials, because it's like a chaos. It's like Bystial Dragon Link, but instead you're playing it with the Thunder Dragons. As for Dinomorphia, you know, we've seen it lots of times. You pay half your life points, and you want to win from there. The tournament that we're playing tonight, is a hybrid type ban list. So you've got yourself the post ban list and the before ban list. So you've got players who can play summon limits and barons, and then you've got the post ban list where people decided we're just going to play it now. So instead of going mad on, oh, is it ban list? What we do? We just all said, let's just play pre versus post ban list and see what happens. You know, it's the locals. No one's gonna bat an eye. I mean, we didn't bat an eye. I didn't care. I just enjoyed watching it. It's just basically because, like we said, we just wanted to have fun, but we also wanted to try newer decks and get ready for the new ban list. But some just want to give those old cards the last hurrah, which is understandable. I mean, I probably would probably give it one last hurrah. Except I'm bloody watching and making sure that all records go well. And I think I need to look at my timer as well, because I can hardly tell what time it says on there. So yeah, we need to have a look at the timer as well, because it's a little bit blank. But whatever. So I think for me, I mean, for the decks I'm building currently, I've got Thunder Dragons, which I've lent the player who's playing them. Obviously, it's our first draft, so what we're going to do is we're going to re-look at the deck, you know, and just get it into a better position. I'm not paying for a Protoss just yet, because the last thing I want to do is buy it, and then all of a sudden, its hype is about bad. Like, it was like, oh my god, it's overhyped. Yeah. No one's playing it. It's hard to get into it, this and that. You know? It's like, oh. Corridor, I guess I could go for, because that can go in like lots of decks to get into Colossus. So Colossus could actually go into different decks. I know I'm nearly done with Magispectors. And as for the new deck, Tenpai Dragons, if I get the core of Tenpai, I've actually got the full deck, so I'll be going second and just attack, synchro attack, and you get the idea. I'll be completely going on a massacre with it, which I cannot wait for. But like as we know, everyone's going to jump on them because it's a very cheap deck. About £80 I think for the full core. But I still want to play other decks like Plants, because they're fun when they don't brick. There's Sky Striker. That's something I want to get building. Obviously, you can't argue with Thunder Dragons. Dinomorphia I've put to the side for now. And the reason for it is because I like the deck, but I don't feel like it's something I want to go for the Nationals. You know, because sitting behind a Rexsturm is great, but I find more joy in comboing and making decent boards, or fun playable boards. Not just sitting behind a Rexdom going, pay half, pay half, pay half, pay half, pay half. Also the fact that the Dinomorphia player, he's the Dinomorphia expert. Last thing I want to do is come dead last and be like, what? Like in the last Nationals, I didn't come dead last. I got a decent position in the end. In the top half. However, the only problem is I kind of bogged up and didn't realise that 3 losses meant you could still get in the top 128 for a mat. So I was a little bit like, seriously? I even asked, how many losses do I not need? Do I have to win absolutely nothing? And someone went 3. So I thought, okay, well, if I get to 3 losses, I'll probably drop. And yeah, fun. Anyways, apart from that, that's all I've got for people. So yeah, OBS, we've resorted it, fortunately, but we'll just see where it goes from there. Hopefully, if we get Stream Elements, we have no problems. If we do get it, and we get the other devices devices enter the problem, I'm going to have to use Streamlabs to stream. For those who don't know, I have a Twitch channel where I play video games. Mondays, Fridays, sometimes I just don't care and I'll play whenever, any other day. And you can just chat to me there. I just talk about the games or what's happening. If I'm playing something like a fighting game that's got so much in it, that's where I tend to start losing myself to talk. But you're always welcome. Right, so another game. Again, enough of me talking about, all that. Let's talk about YuGiOh. So right now we're into 1-1 and Thunder Dragon's just come back. And he's gone for Domain after Wannabe, which Wannabe is a good card. Enphase, you send it to the grave, excavate top 5 to the amount of spells and traps they haven't used. The opponent, I mean. And then you set a trap card from one of them, the rest go to the bottom. So he's going to go Frenzy. Which he goes into, and I can guess what he's going into. Ketagina. And there's the Druid's Worm that he adds from Thingamabob. He goes to Battery Man Solar. I remember someone saying to me, sell your Thunder Dragons. I went, no, keeping them. I'm glad I kept them. Ketagina, just waiting to use the effect. But with Ketagina, you pay half, banish a trap card, and you copy the effect. So you get Frenzy, you banish it, and then you go into Rexdom. So at the moment, Ketagina's on 0 attack points. Because his max attack is her max attack is 4k. What you're planning is you want to sorry. What you want to do with Ketagina is you want to lower your life points as much as you want, and the lower it is, the higher attack it is. Anything over 4k, it'll have 0 attack. So think of it as the 4000 is its talking point, and then lower it goes, the bigger it goes. So if it's on if you're on 3000, sorry, if you're only on 500 left, it'll be at 3500 attack. Okay, so there go some of the Thunder Dragons. Dark's been used. Here comes the Thunder Fusion. Which brings out Titan. Or as depends on how you look at it, but I think it had 3 heads. If it did, then I'm calling it King Ghidorah. So there's the Domain. So it's going to pay half the life. So that 2,000 now becomes, well, he's on 2,000 life points. He's going to go into Rexsturm. Rexsturm, for those who don't know, opponent can't activate monster effects that are equal or higher than the life points. So at the moment, the player with Thunder Dragons can't attack. Well, not attack. Can't use the effects of monsters with 2,000, but now it's 1,000. And there's the scoop. Yep, there's the scoop. Anyways, so yeah, that's it. I'll chat more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Next game. So, well, next game. So, I know round 4 is definitely going to be a talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! I won't talk about it for long though. I will admit to that. So, until then, catch you later.